Hello again. Now, I'm sure it's very ill-natured and wrong of me, but every time that I see Doreen Lawrence's name attached to some project, my heart sinks. Not that I have any kind of animosity towards her, you understand. It is just that I'm wholly at a loss to know how she came to be so influential in this country. She was born in Jamaica and came to Britain in the 1960s. She has worked for a bank, and 30 years ago her son was murdered. This was, of course, a tragedy, but it doesn't really qualify her to do anything. Doreen Lawrence, though, is now in the House of Lords and is currently head of Labour's Race Equality Task Force, and they are laying their plans for what will be possible when Labour win their next election, which will probably be in a year or two at the rate that things are currently going with the Conservative Party. In an interview with the black British newspaper The Voice, a woman who is on this absurd task force, Jacqueline Mackenzie, said that there had been a lot of discussion about the possibility that if Labour gets into power, then they will ensure that firms headed by black people get government contracts in preference to those run by white people. This will be done by means of a new Race Equality Act, which Labour are already drawing up. It will, of course, mean a huge amount of fraud and corruption, just as it would if any other group were to be singled out for special preference when it comes to the handing out of taxpayers' money. According to the chair of the Labour Party, Annalise Dodds, the Act is being developed by the Labour front bench, working with Baroness Lawrence. Again, one sees that iconic name. The bank clerk who has done nothing exceptional but is now treated by so many people as being some kind of expert in all kinds of fields. This is the woman who, after the Grenfell Tower fire, said that if people living there had been white, then greater efforts would have been made to get them out alive. Professional race baiting at its best. The woman who gave the interview to The Voice about all this is Jacqueline Mackenzie, who is a human rights lawyer. Of course she is. An awful lot of the trouble we currently endure, such as our regular inability to deport illegal immigrants and dangerous criminals from the country, are spearheaded by human rights lawyers. If ever the expression race grifter could be said to apply to any group of people in modern Britain, then it must surely be human rights lawyers. I'm bound to say that I shudder at the thought of this new Race Equality Act, not because I'm opposed to race equality, but because whatever else it is designed to do, offering government contracts based upon skin colour cannot be said to have anything at all to do with racial equality. Quite the reverse. Unless a miracle occurs and the Conservative Party pulls itself together, then this is what we have to look forward to. A Race Equality Act cobbled together by, among others, Doreen Lawrence and a human rights lawyer. It's not an enticing prospect, I venture to suggest.